up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out Moose Hide Campaign. Thank you so much for having me involved. My name is Cheyenne Coutineo, also known as DJ Kookum. I'm a professional DJ. I've been DJing for like 10 years. I'm also a producer, sound designer, a video editor, and a fashionista. So I just want to tell you a bit about myself. I guess I come from Cold Lake, Alberta. I'm also from the Alexis Nakota Sioux Nation, and I moved to Vancouver about 13 years ago to kind of pursue a career in filmmaking and music. So I grew up like, you know, single mother, poverty, surrounded by addiction and stuff, and it was really a tough time when I was younger. And I just want to say that I'm really proud of myself for where I am today, because it wasn't easy. You know, I've come from like a lot of struggles, and I overcome those obstacles and all the challenges that I had to endure on my journey. But yeah, and I'll just tell you about like how I got to where I am, I guess. Like I said, I moved to Vancouver for film school. So I took film school. I moved to Vancouver not knowing a single person. I had like one friend, Sade, who lived here. That was it. I'd never been to Vancouver before, and I was able to apply for a grant to help me move to Vancouver to go to school. So I jumped on a plane. I remember I just like cried on the plane because I was so scared. I didn't know where I was going, never been there. You know, I was leaving all my family behind, all my friends, and I just went. And yeah, I took a 2-year program. It's called the Indigenous Independent Digital Filmmaking Program. And yeah, I graduated from that, and I kind of just became a video editor. I had enough patience. It takes a lot of patience to edit videos. So that was my thing out of film school, and I still do it. I've been doing it for, you know, for like 13 years, it seems like. But yeah, when I graduated film school, you know, being involved in music is one thing that I wanted to be a part of, but I was always like a really shy kid. I was like, you know, that res girl shy. And I just never ever thought I would be able to. Like, I just didn't have the confidence, you know, the resources or nothing. So, but when I graduated film school, I realized like, wow, well, if I can do that, I could probably become a DJ, because I've always wanted to be a DJ. And so I ended up being able to go to music school. It was like a year program, and they didn't teach me anything about DJing. I actually had to teach myself how to DJ, but I'll get to that part. So anyway, I went to music school after film school, and just learned like sound design and recording, studio, stuff like that. And once that was finished, I was kind of just like really busy with the film stuff that I was already involved in. So yeah, and while I was going to film or music school, I just kind of taught myself how to DJ. I watched a lot of YouTube tutorials. So how I started DJing was I bought myself DJ equipment and basically just taught myself. And that is my biggest like suggestion to anyone who wants to be a DJ is like you can take courses, you can watch YouTube videos, but at the end of the day, just like getting your hands on there and practicing every day is what's going to, you know, develop those skills. It took me about 2 years to like figure it out, kind of, you know, and then about 2 years I was like, okay, I'm ready to perform in front of people, which, you know, I don't know, I probably sucked at the time, but I was confident, you know, and confidence is key. And because I was in film, like I was involved in film, I was able to just like tell the film people like, hey, I'm a DJ now, let me DJ your film openings and stuff like that. So that's kind of how I started DJing. And at the time, there wasn't very many Indigenous female DJs. So it kind of was like, you know, it was like this big opportunity for me. Like I started getting all these gigs. You know, I probably wasn't the best DJ in the world, but I was just getting these gigs because everyone's like, wow, an Indigenous female DJ, that's awesome, you know. And I just want to mention now, there is many more DJs, Indigenous female DJs, but there's not enough still, so we need more. Just Indigenous DJs in general too. So I've been DJing for professionally, making a living off it for maybe like I don't know, 7 years, 6 years maybe, something like that. And I play all kinds of events, festivals. I work with a hip hop group called the Indigenous Res Kids, and we tour all over the place, all over the world. I actually just got back from tour with them. And it's so good that things are opening now because we're able to do that. And this year has been so far really awesome. You know, I DJ'd at the Canucks game. Went on tour with Indigenous Res Kids. I'm going to be playing a festival called Base Coast, and these are just some of the goals that I set myself like years and years and years ago. You know, it's those little goals in life that you set, and then one day you get it. You know what I mean? Like I went to a Canucks game like a couple months ago, and they had a female DJ playing there, and I was like, oh, that would be so cool. I want to DJ a Canucks game, and literally like a month later, it was like, hey, do you want to DJ at the Canucks game for Indigenous night? So I was like, cool, for sure. So yeah, it's all about just goal setting and working towards your goals, and that's just what I've been doing. I've also, like I said, I'm a video editor. I work for a kids show called Dirty Science. It's on APTN. And I also do sound design. I just done the sound design for my brother's play. It's called White Noise. And yeah, I'm a mother. I have a baby. She's 8 months now. She's the cutest. And it's gonna be a crazy rest of summer. So I just wanted to share with everyone that is wanting to get involved into the music industry or the film industry that it will take a lot of practice, a lot of effort. You gotta make the sacrifices, you know, you gotta stop going out on weekends to like stay home and practice, you know, things like that. If you want something, you can get it. It's just gonna take a lot of motivation and patience, you know. Anything is possible, you know. I don't want to sound too cliche, but follow your dreams because it's true. You know, I'm like this little shy res girl that came from nothing, and you know, now I'm living my dreams, and I am still not where I want to be. You know, I'm reaching these goals that I set, but I have way bigger goals, you know. So everything I do is a milestone to the bigger picture, right? So I have a lot of goals still, I have a lot of dreams still, but I am working towards those and making them happen. So I'm just going to tell you a little more about DJing because I have some videos I'm going to show you. There's so many different kinds of DJs. I'm an open format DJ. I started off with only house music because house music was the only thing that I was listening to back then. But now I just kind of play everything. But my favorite is EDM, trap, and hip hop, and like moombahton kind of stuff, and powwow step. So yeah, there's so many different kinds of equipment that you can get. You know, there's controllers, turntables, CDJs, all kinds of different mixers and stuff. So that being said, here's the next video. I'm going to just show you my setup, and then I'm going to DJ after. So thank you so much for tuning in. Much love to everybody. Everyone stay safe, and don't forget to follow your dreams. So check this out. This is a professional DJ setup. This is a mixer. This is what controls the sounds coming from your CDJs. You can play your music on here through CDs, USB, or connect your computer to it. Right here is the jog wheel. You can nudge your track forward or nudge your track backwards. Right here is the tempo, also known as the BPM. This is how you would change the tempo of your song. And these are your faders. This basically controls the volume. You can turn up channel 1 or you can turn up channel 2. Right here you have all these knobs. This controls the high frequencies. This controls the mid frequencies. And this controls the low frequencies, which would be your bass. Right here you have your effects. This here activates the effect and turns it off. Right here you have your track pads. You can make it hot cue, which you can control where you want to start the song. Right here you have a sampler,
and you can add sound effects to any of these.
DJ Kookum in the house.
This is the program software that I use, and it's very similar to the DJ setup. You can see channel 1 on this side, channel 2 on this side. There are many different styles of DJing, and DJs do a lot more than just play music. We're beat matching, mixing, reading crowds, putting playlists together, downloading and organizing music. No matter how much experience you have, the learning never stops. So whatever it is you're passionate about, keep on practicing and keep on learning. Much love, everybody.